frost came last night, and just like that, my growing season is officially over. The blooms that I've cared for all year finally gave in to the cold, and the beds are much more quiet now. It's always a little bittersweet watching the colors fade, knowing there's nothing more to rescue or help coax along. But there's also relief in it, a chance to rest, to breathe, to look back on what grew and what didn't. Now comes the part that feels almost like starting over, pulling all of those spent plants, cutting back what's done, and clearing each bed until almost seeing bare soil again. There's something honest about it, creating a clean slate or a blank page. But as I clear these beds, I do find myself thinking about next year, about all of those new varieties I want to try, the rows that I will plan and rearrange, and all of the colors I want to see rising from the ground again. I take time to harvest anything that did not fall into the icy grip of Mother Nature. It's not much, but it's the last of my season, and I cherish it dearly. Even though these plants and flowers are at the end of their journey, in a way they will be giving us new life as we compost all of their remains into hopefully what will become viable nutrients for future plants. We actually have so much that Paul is called upon to create a second compost bin in order to store all of the massive cleanup that we completed that day. The frost may end the season, but it also resets everything, and it reminds me that the garden, like people, are also allowed to begin again every single year. But another reset of sorts is happening inside as well. So as we wrap up the beds outside, I am also indoors preparing and getting us ready for that next season of plantings. I do this by going through and replacing the little sticky notes that I put on the door of my grow room. this helps me kind of keep in line as to which varieties of flowers I will be growing for the next season and how many that I need to be able to start growing and start seedlings for. And so as I am removing the year prior, I can now focus on a new fresh slate ahead and plan for all of those wonderful, vibrant flowers. These may just be sticky notes in random order on a tour to someone, but to me, it represents a kind of planning and organization, and also some hope for what I want to see, and thinking about all of those vibrant blooms that may come into fruition for next season for all of my customers and supporters out there. And so it means a lot to me to get to this step. And with that, one season ends and another begins. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Take care. See you next time.